got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
You ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Throwing first play is Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Still 9 remaining on second down. Pickett now from the gun here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, this is Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Pickett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
1st and 10 now, Willis and the Titans.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They go play action with Willis.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready, go. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The Titans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Play action. Here's Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on first down, Willis. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, 49 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Willis, and this one too low. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Willis, third and long. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. Bullock's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Pickett. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin with Henry. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chris Wormley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum, because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Austin. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Henry again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett finding Pickens for another catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Pickett, that ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach to always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
And Owen will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Three.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, it's Willis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a four-way drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Henry again on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, it's Willis. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Pickett to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Desmond King picks it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.